I'm trying to get started. Come on. We gotta do. Here. So we're here at Futurist Impressions Natural Crown Care, and we use the K to give recognition to Africa. So natural crown care is all about taking care of your crown, and that's starting with hair care as a priority. We at Futurist Impressions, we do also specialize in styling naturally, no extensions, but it's the care that makes the styling. So today, and also at our workshops at the Locs conference, we talk about a lot of how to take care of the hair, how styling can be a part of hair care, and the product usage, the correct product usage. So one of our products that we've actually had for a little while now is our Nomo. Our Nomo is a hair and body oil. This oil, it's actually perfect for locks. The lock environment needs products that are very light, and when you're dealing with locks and products, less is best. So we always say less is best. So our oil is a special blend, and it absorbs very well into the scalp. And the great thing about this bottle right here is it's our $8 bottle. It lasts you about 2 months. A little small one I pulled out lasts you about a month, and some people use it just as a trial. And how you use it, the best way to is to pour it in the palm of your hand, no bigger than the size of a quarter. Rub your fingertips like this, and then you just put it down into the scalp. If you do that about 7 to 10 times, it actually covers the whole scalp. It gives your scalp the moisture that it needs for about 3 days. And that's how you're able to make the product last, where you're not using too much, number one, because that can cause issues, and when you're using just enough to give the right kind of moisture for the best environment. Speaking about using too much, and one of the things about Futurist Impressions is we're always teaching our clients how to take care of the hair when they get into some messy situations. So the messy situations are buildup. If you're using too much of a product, even if you're using my product, the Nomo, it's a great product. If you're using too much of it, you can create buildup. So we have a treatment that we offer. It's our detox. Our detox, you come into the salon, we give you a consultation to make sure that the hair and the scalp can take on such a natural process, because everyone's hair and skin is different. And then we go on with the next one, which is the treatment. The treatment takes as much as your hair needs, so that's why we do the consultation. And then what we do is we use a nice deep conditioning steam treatment along with our steamers here that we use. See, at our salon we go beyond. So our steam treatments we use along with this steamer here. So the steamer actually opens up the pores to allow for our treatment and moisture to get down beneath the surface level. It's more than just putting oil on the scalp. Opens up the cuticle layer as well of the hair to allow the hair to be penetrated deeply with moisture. So you want to go to a professional. You don't want to just go picking up products off the shelf at the stores, because they can't help you, and you need someone who can assist you the right way. A lot of times we have salons that just do your hair. Well, that's the least bit of the case here. Hair care is number one for us, and it's one of the main reasons why we do have this extended product line. I go into those shops, those hair stores, and I see so much confusion. The products that they offer, they're heavy. They have so much alcohol in it, waxes that glop the hair, that lock glop that forms is so hard to get out. They have products that dry your hair out so much that it makes you go back to buy more of the product. And that's really how they produce their money. The manufacturers that are making these products today, a lot of them are the same ones who are creating the products for relaxers and straightening, and what they've done is they had to venture into our natural hair industry, but with the lack of knowledge, the proper knowledge of how to care for it. So really they're just throwing a few things together for you, selling it to you, like even the castor oils. I have my Caribbean friends and family that swear by castor oils, and where castor oil is a good product, again, you can be using a good product and be using it incorrectly. Whether it's the condition of your hair, the type of styling that your hair deals with, you want to be specific in what you're using and how you're using it. So black castor oil, not a good thing for locks. It's too heavy. Even if you're just rubbing it into the roots, the heaviness keeps from the hair and the scalp being able to breathe properly and also to still receive the nutrients that it needs. It actually clogs it, and clogging it creates another heaviness that breaks down the hair follicles. So I don't recommend black castor oil, especially the purest one, because it's very heavy and it's thick. The mango and the gels and the creams and the wax and the butters, you don't use that to start locks. In fact, some people use it because they don't understand technique. When you're dealing with locking, it's really about technique. It's not about the product. You need one product, oil. You could even twist your hair just by shampooing your hair, oiling your scalp, and twisting your hair while it's wet. So it makes it easy to twist. It also makes it easy to comb through. Now some people like to use shea butters to braid and twist. You can use it for that as well. It's really nice, it's light, it goes into the skin really well, and it smells good too. Now with the shea butter, again, you can use it to do braiding and twisting with. It just really helps to give that shine, to give that moisture, and it's perfect to go hand in hand. Baba Roots is like, we give that recognition to the father of the family, you know? So, we have one size of our Baba Roots. It's $10. And this should last you a nice while. Now, that's if you're only using it for your hair, because you can use this for your skin as well. We have 3 sizes of our Nomo. Our Nomo, this is the $8. We have the $5 and the $15. The $15 should last you about 4 months. This one about 2 months, and the $5 about 1 month. Here you go, Dwele. The Andwele spray, you got to be careful, Lena, because it sprays really nicely. It's light. So this really lasts as you use it, because some people like to use it a little bit more depending on where you are. We have a $5 and a $3 spray for the Andwele spray. Right, Andwele? Andwele spray? Yeah, here you go. Yeah. So that's our product line.
This is my favorite color. So I'm gonna give it to people's. Yeah, this is for boys.
And then what's that one?
This is for girls.
That is.
So here you go.
Thank you so much.
Here you go. That's for you.
E? You from Earth? E, Earth? Or M, Mars? Well, I don't know which one she's from, but I feel like I'm like Earth type hair pattern. I love to connect our strength of our curls. What's your planet, Twilight? Oh, you from Jupiter? I don't know, your hair texture is like a little coarse. It might be a little tighter than Jupiter. Yours look like a Venus hair pattern. Yeah, you have a Venus type hair pattern. So what we do is we connect our curls to the universe. We give them strength. A lot of people understand the solar system movement almost in a disc formation, like the sun is in the middle and all the planets travel around, and in order, you know, from one closeness of the sun, the closest to the sun to the farthest. Do you know the closest to the sun to the farthest, all the planets? Like Mercury, Venus, like you know what order?
Mercury's on there.
Okay, Mercury is first, and then what?
Venus. Mercury, Venus, that's Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, and Neptune.
So with all of those planets, what we use is we use them to detect or refer to our different curl patterns. So if you can imagine the sun not traveling like a disc, the sun doesn't travel in that one spot. And so as the sun moves forward, all of the planets orbit around the sun. So they're actually moving in this type of direction. In the past have been referenced by letters, and it's like a grading system. Like one is better than the other, like a 2A or a 3B. And from what I remember, that grading system means one is greater than, one is better than, and we all are equal. We are different, but we're equal. No one is greater than the other. So what I like to do is use a reference chart of the solar system, the planets. And the closer you are to the sun, the closer the planet, the tighter the curl pattern. Right, Dwele? So you have a Venus hair pattern? What's your hair pattern? Mercury? So he has a Mercury hair pattern. His hair is really tightly coarse. It's when you look at it from afar, it looks like, when you're looking at Jupiter, it looks like a lot wider. That's why I said he's not really a Jupiter hair pattern. What's your hair pattern, Salima? Earth? E for Earth? Mercury? She likes Mercury. She said Mercury. So Salima has a Mercury hair pattern. If you look at her curls, they're pretty tight. And it's good to use products that always give the moisture to curls like that. Anduele has locks, so we don't have to use much. We just use our Nomo and we use our Anduele spray, and it keeps his environment nice and healthy and moisturized. So we want to give that a try. Talking about hair coverings, a lot of times we teach our clients how to cover their hair in between styling. When you have a lot of locks, this is Bae. We actually use her during our consultation for like different size locks, what type of starting you would like to have. And I'm just showing you a little quick tie up. It's like a base that you can use when you're wrapping your hair. It just keeps your hair out of the way. So all I did was section the hair into 3 sections. And I just tie it like the first tie your shoestring. It's really easy. We teach you at our hairstyling and head wrapping demonstrations, which we have one coming in December. So make sure you reach out to us and stay tuned. So we have a number of pieces that can cover your head. For people who don't sleep so well and they have curls, I recommend something like this. Because curls, you don't want to flatten them down. You can put it right on over top and it holds everything up in here. So this little bonnet, $3 at the salon, Futures Impressions. And then children, after we do their hair, you know they sleep wild. So we found one with a drawstring, thank goodness. So it fits just like the bonnet, more so. Pull everything down and around, and you're able to draw the string for as tight as you need it. So depending on how the person's like to do, if they're covering, they can use the drawstring or just the bonnet. We also have this one for the men. It makes it really easy. You just slide it on top of the head like a Scully. And it's also a good base for when you get ready to do a mood hat. This is also $3 along with our drawstring. So the mood hat is actually a $30 covering, but it is a stylish piece because you can change it up with your moods. So this cap here could be the base to keep the oils and everything off of the mood hat, because these are some really good materials. And once it gets oil in it, I mean, you can try the tricks of baking soda and things like that, but for fabric this light of a color, you want to make sure you're protecting it.
That's Africa.
Yes, I love Africa. So the mood hat has 2 ends. We have the opening here, and then we have the closed end here. You can have a lot of fun with it. So taking from the opening end, put the seam at the back of the head, and you just slide it all on over. Pulling it all the way down, almost like you would a Scully hat. I'm just going to show you a quick one because at our hair wrapping demonstration, you can learn the more intricate head wraps. But this one is just really quick, and it's cold outside, and you ain't have your other scarf with you. You can actually use this as a head wrap and a scarf for your face. Watch this. So. And so, depending on, you know, how close you want it to be or how tightly, trying to fix it that way. You could also, once you get inside, take it from around your face and make a quick turban. This is the turban that everybody say, oh gosh, Jamila, how you do that? I can never get my hair up there. Well, guess what? With a mood hat, you can do it in 3 seconds. You see how fast that was? It's all about molding the hair. So if it's a certain look you want to see, you just kind of mold the hair to make it more rounded or so. But you should definitely call us and stay tuned because we have lots more to show you in terms of how to wrap your hair with other types of fabric, not just our mood hat. And we'll be able to assist you. make sure that you don't oil your hair before you cover it. So you oil your hair in the morning, in the rising, no more morning, in the rising. So you oil your hair in the rising, and then you tie your hair at night. Because when you oil your hair in the rising, it allows for the oils and all of the product to absorb into the scalp. So never oil and then tie your hair. All of the oil is going to go into the hair. Never oil and then go to bed. All of the oil is going to go into your pillow. And when you are covering your hair, you want to make sure that it's not a material that's going to soak a lot of the oils and products out of your hair. That's why I always say maybe a satin pillow as well. It's good to go to work.
My Abby go to work.
Because then he can make sure y'all get what y'all need.
My Abby, Mama,
Yes.
my Abby,
Abby gonna pick you up on Thursday.